Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to our online maths class. Okay, now we are doing the story sums or word problems of subtraction of larger numbers, isn't it? Okay, we had done question number 1, I think, isn't it? So, just try to do the second question. Question number 2. Mr. Sharma, we all know what is depositing money into our bank account, isn't it? Yes. And taking back is known as withdrawing. Withdrawing. Okay. So something related to this. Mr. Sharma deposited. Mr. Sharma. Write neatly. Okay. Deposited. Mr. Sharma deposited rupees. How much? 27 lakh 34,415 415 in his bank account. 415 in his bank account. He deposited how much amount? Rupees 27 lakh 34,000. This is 7. Okay, 27 lakh 34,415 in his bank account. Okay, and he did what then? Later, he withdrew. Withdrew means past tense of withdraw. Withdrew rupees taken back. Okay, he took back. Later, he withdrew. Later, he withdrew rupees 15 lakh 57,890. So what he did? He had taken back this much amount from the bank. How much money was left in his bank account? That we have to find out. How much money? That has to be found. How much money was? How much money was left in his account? So what we have to find? The money left in his account has to be found. Okay. So what he did? First he deposited an amount of rupees 27 lakh 34,415 and later he withdrew. Withdrew means, I said already earlier, the past tense of withdraw. He withdrew an amount of rupees 15 lakh 57,890. So how much amount was there in the bank account after withdrawing that much money? That has to be found. How can we calculate? I have told you many times, if the words left, balance, remaining, etc. they are in the question, that we are supposed to, yes, subtract. So here we have to subtract this amount from this amount, isn't it? That is to be done. Okay? Yes. Okay, just try to do the answer. So what will be our first step? Can you say the first step? What is our first step? Yes, what will be? Amount deposited. Okay. Amount deposited by Mr. Sharma. That is our first step, isn't it? Okay, try to do the answer. First step, amount deposited by Mr. Sharma. S has to be written capital. Okay. Mr. Sharma Amount deposited by Mr. Sharma, how much? Rupees, yes, 27 lakh 34,415, yes. Okay, can you say the second step? What is our second? Yes, amount withdrawn is the past participle V3 form of withdraw. Amount withdrawn by Mr. Sharma, okay? Amount withdrawn by Mr. Sharma okay, what is it? It is given as, yes, rupees 15 lakh 57,890, isn't it? Rupees 15 lakh 57,890, okay? Yes. So, and finally, what is our final step? What we have to find out, what is to be found? Yeah, amount left in his bank account. So, final step is what? Therefore, amount or money left in his bank account, isn't it? Last step, therefore, amount, that's better, we had earlier written so, no? Amount left in his bank account. Okay, what we have to do? Yes, left means subtraction. From which number we have to subtract? From which number? Yes, from the deposited amount, we have to subtract the amount withdrawn, isn't it? From the deposited amount, we have to subtract the amount withdrawn, isn't it? Okay, try to do please. So, which is the deposited amount? Rupees 27 lakh 34,415 minus, and amount withdrawn is what? Withdrawn was what? Rupees, yes, 15 lakh and how much thousand? 15 lakh 57,890. Yes, let's start subtracting, isn't it? So surely answer also will be in rupees. So don't forget to write the rupees there and start subtracting. 5 minus 0, yes, 5, isn't it? And can we subtract 9 from 1? No. So what we have to do? As usual, we have to borrow, isn't it? 4 becomes 3, 1 becomes 11, okay? Now 9 has to be subtracted from 11, isn't it? 11 minus 9, and after 10, 11, 2 in fingers, 2, isn't it? Now, can we subtract 8 from 3? Can we subtract 8 from 3? No, we can't. So, what we have to do again, we have to borrow. On borrowing, 4 becomes 3 and 3 becomes 13. Now, can we subtract 8 from 13? Yeah, that we can. So, 8 after 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5 in fingers, 5. Okay. Now, again, can we subtract 7 from 3? No, we can't. Again, we have to borrow. Here 2 and 3 becomes 13. Now, 7 can be subtracted from 13, isn't it? Yes. How to subtract? 7 after? Yes, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What is the answer? Which number is in fingers? Yes, 6 is the answer. As I have been saying always, by practice, you should be able to do all these subtractions in your mind. Always by raising class 10 also, can we count like this in fingers? No. Then, now can we subtract 5 from 2? No. Then again we have to borrow. 7 becomes 6 and 2 becomes 12, isn't it? And 12 minus 5, 5 outers, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7 in fingers, 7. Okay. Then can we subtract 5 from 6? That we can. So 6 minus 5, 1. And finally 2 minus 1, 1. So what is our final answer? 11 lakh 76,000 rupees. Rupees 11 lakh 76,525 is our final answer. Okay, got it? This much amount was left in his bank account. Okay, just try to do this question number 3. Third question, write down. In a city, there are 1 lakh, write down. Third one, in a city, there are 1 lakh 58,312 children. This much children are there in a city. Okay, children. Among these, so in a city, this much children are there. How much? 1 lakh 58,312. Okay, among these, 75,809 are boys. So among these, how much are boys? 75,819 are boys. So guess the question. What will be the question? Yes, find the number of girls in the city, isn't it? The question is, find the number of girls in the city. Find the number of girls in the city. That is to be found. So what we have to find out? The number of girls has to be found. How much children are there in the city? 1,58,312 children are there. Among these, how many are boys? Yes, 75,819 are boys. And surely the balance will be the number of girls, isn't it? The balance will be, or the remaining will be the number of girls. So how can we find out? Can you say balance or remaining? By thinking, you will be able to find out. For finding out the number of girls, we have to do something. What is it? Yes, we have to subtract. From which? Yes, we have to subtract the number of boys from the total number of children for getting the number of girls, isn't it? So let's try to answer. Okay, please try to say the first step. What will be our first step? What is our first step? Number of, please try to say, what is the first step? Number of children in a city, or simply we can write number of children. Okay, answer. First step, number of children. Number of children. What is the number of children? It is given as, yes, it is given in the question. What is it? Equal to 1,58,312, isn't it? Okay, and what will be the next step? Please say, what is the second step? Yes, number of boys. Okay, write down. Second step is number of boys. It is given as how much? Yes, 75,819. And final step, what will be the final step? What we have to find out? Yes, we have to find out the number of girls. So final step is what? Therefore, number of girls, isn't it? Okay, write down. Therefore, number of girls, isn't it? Number of girls is equal to what we have to do? Yeah, we have to subtract the number of boys from the number of children, isn't it? So please subtract, what is the number of children? 1,58,819 minus 75,000, sorry, 312, first one. 58,312 minus 75,819. 75,000. First number 7 is in which place? Yes, 10,000 place, isn't it? So can we start from can we write 7 down this one? Can we? No. Where it should be written 7? Under the digit on 10,000 place. Which is the digit on 10,000 place here? 5. Isn't it? So 7 should be written on below this 5, isn't it? So number of, isn't it? Yes, otherwise the answer will be completely wrong. Okay, ones under ones. Keep that in, always keep that in mind. 75,819 has to be subtracted from this one. Okay. Now 0 can be put in the rest of the places. Okay, now start subtracting. Can we subtract 9 from 2? No, we can't subtract 9 from 2. What we have to do? So we have to borrow. On borrowing, 1 becomes 0 and 2 becomes 12. Now 12 minus 9. 9 after 10, 11, 12, 3 in fingers. Please try to do in mind if possible. Again, can we subtract 1 from 0? No, we can't. So what we have to do? Again, we have to borrow. On borrowing, 3 becomes 2 and 0 becomes 10. Okay, 10 minus 1, 9. Again, can we subtract 8 from 2? No. So please again try to borrow. 8 becomes 7 and 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 8, 8 after 9, 10, 11, 12. What is the answer? 4. Isn't it? 12, 8 after 9, 10, 11, 12, 4. Okay. Now, can we subtract 5 from 7? That we can. 7 minus 5, 2. Again, can we subtract 7 from 5? No. So, what we have to do? Again, borrowing. Okay. 1 becomes 0 and 5 becomes 15. 15 minus 7, 7 after 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18 fingers, 8. Okay, so which is our answer? 82,493 girls are there in the city. Understood? Okay. Now note down today's homework. Question number 4, homework. Note down. Fourth question, please write down homework. Okay. Yes. The total number of flowers, pardon, the total number of flowers in garden A is garden A. Write down the total number of flowers. Here word total is there. Don't think it is addition. Total is total. Now we need not find the total here. Total is given here and find the balance. That will be the question. Total is given here and find out the balance or rest or remaining. That will be the question. Then surely it will be subtraction. The total number of flowers in garden A is total number of flowers. Total number of flowers in garden A is given as 6,47,899. 6,47,899. 47,899. Okay, and then comes the total number of flowers in garden B is the total number of flowers in garden B is, write down, total number of flowers in garden B is, listen carefully, 3,62,000 less than, very important, garden B is 3,62,000. This is not the number of flowers in garden B, but what is it? This number of flowers in garden D is this much less than the number of flowers in garden A. Understood? Less than. Then this is not the number of flowers in garden B. And what is this? This is the number by which the number of flowers in garden B is less than the number of flowers in garden A. Less than the number of flowers in garden A. Less than the number of flowers in garden A. Less than the number of flowers in garden A. Number of flowers in garden A. Understood? So what is our question? Is this the number of flowers in garden B? No. And what is this? This is the number by which the number of flowers of garden B is less than, understood? Less than the number of flowers in garden A. So what we have to find out? What will be the question? Yes, find the number of flowers in garden A. That is our question. Write down. Or how many flowers are A? No, B. A, number of flowers in garden A is given. And what else is given here? The number of flowers in garden B is how much less than that of garden A. That is given. Okay. So what is it? How many flowers are there in garden B? That is our question. How many flowers are there in garden B? This is our question. So let me explain once again. They have given the number of flowers in garden A. And what else is given? The number of flowers in garden B is how much less than that of garden A. That is given. So for finding out the number of flowers in garden B, what we have to do? Yes, we have to subtract this number from the number of flowers in garden A. That will be our answer. Okay. We have to subtract this from the number of flowers in garden A. A little bit, don't get confused. Try to do it well. So what will be our first step? Of course, first step will be number of flowers in garden A. And what will be the second step? The number by which, listen carefully, you can write the number by which the number of flowers in garden B is less than that of A. Second step is the number by which the number of flowers in garden B is less than that of garden A. Then that number is 3,62,000, isn't it? This is our second step. Listen carefully. And what will be the final step? Therefore, number of flowers in garden B is equal to, what we have to do? 6,65,000. 47,899 minus 3,62,000. This will be our final answer. Okay, try to do. Thank you.